Yeah. So they're there, the test. They're either going to give you 4 cards facing down. You're going to pick one. They're going to tell you if you got A. They're going to tell you exactly like this. They're going to tell you to start inspecting starting from the front of the tractor, your main engine compartment, your front axle, and your coupling system. Okay, so you'll start off with, those are my clearance lights on top. They're amber in color. They're properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, and they're all working properly. My front windshield's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, has no illegal stickers obstructing the driver's view, and the weathering strip around it, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not dry rotted, and not missing. My 2 wiper blades are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any of the blades, and they're working properly. My hood's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken. Grill's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any bolt or nut. And my nose mirror, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, clean, properly adjusted to the driver's preference. My brackets are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, not missing any bolt and nut. Got my 2 headlights up front. 2 headlights up front are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken. Got my high beam, low beam, signals and 4-way flashers. They're amber in color and they're all working properly. My fog lights are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, working properly. My hood, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any bolt or nut. License plate, it's clean, visible, and it's up to date. Under my tractor, I have no hanging hoses, no leaks. Leaks we will look out for is oil leaks, coolant leaks, power steering leaks, and windshield washer fluid leaks, and I have none of those. My truck's not tilted to either side, meaning I don't have no suspension problem or flat tires. Go ahead and open my hood. And I want to start off with my unique side, which is the passenger side. We'll start off with my air filter. This is my air filter. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any bolt or nut, and it's working properly. Under it, I got my turbo exhaust system, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking. The hoses are securely attached to it. Hoses are not cracked, cut, freighted, and they're not leaking, working properly. We'll move on to my my air conditioning compressor. My air conditioning compressor is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken. All my bolts, not missing any of the bolts. Hoses are securely attached to it in the back. They're not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking. And my AC compressor is belt driven. Right underneath it is my alternator. It's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken. Wires are securely attached to it on this end. They're not cracked, cut, spliced, and they're not burnt. Not missing any of the bolts. And my alternator is also belt driven. Right underneath it is my water pump. Water pump's probably mounted secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking. My water pump's also belt driven. My belts, they're not cracked, cut, freighted. No more than 3/4 inches of play. And then you move up to this is my coolant reservoir. Coolant reservoir's properly mounted secure, not cracked, not broken. Filled to proper level. Cap securely closed and tight. Hoses are securely attached to it on both ends. They're not cracked, cut, freighted, and not leaking, and not missing the metal clamps holding them together. The whole system itself is working properly. Radiator, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, not broken. Hoses are securely attached to it, not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking, and it's working properly. My fan's properly mounted, secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any of the blades, and it's working properly. Over here I got my my fuel filter. Fuel filter is properly mounted, secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking. Hoses are securely attached to it. They're not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking. The whole system itself is working properly. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and go on to the driver's side. Driver's side, I'll start off with my airline hoses. These are all my airline hoses. They're all properly mounted, secure, not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking, and they're all working properly. We'll go down to my windshield washer fluid reservoir. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking. It's filled to proper level. Cap securely closed and tight, and that's working properly. We'll go down to my oil dipstick. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing. The way you'll check your oil is you'll pull it out, clean it with the rag, put it back in, pull it out, check the oil level. Do not add any oil unless it is necessary to do so. And this is my old cap right here, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing. It's securely tight. We'll move on to the power steering reservoir. Properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, filled to proper level. Cap securely closed and tight. Hoses are securely attached to it on both ends. They're not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking. And if we follow this hose, it'll take us to the power steering pump. My power steering pump's properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking. Hoses are securely attached to it. They're not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking, and it's gear driven. And right on top of it is my air compressor for the airlines. Air compressors for the airlines are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken. Hoses are securely attached to it on top, not cracked, cut, freighted, and not leaking. And it's also gear driven. So everything on this side, these two parts, gear driven. The other sides are belt driven. Just remember that. Move on to the steering shaft. Steering shaft is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, with no more than 10 degrees of play. U-joints properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, not missing any bolt or nut, and they're properly lubricated, working properly. Gearbox properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing any of the bolts. Hoses are securely attached to it on both ends, not cracked, cut, freighted, not leaking, and working properly. Right underneath it is my pitman arm. Pitman arm is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And right here is the castle nut, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, not missing any of the counter keys on top. We'll move on to the drag link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. And then I got my upper control arm right here, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, not missing the castle nut on top, and not missing any of the counter keys on top. Okay, so we'll move on to the frame. Frame of the front tractor, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, has no holes, no illegal welds. And then spring hanger, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, securely bolted onto the frame, not missing any of the bolts. Spring hanger, leaf springs, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken. They have not shifted, not missing any, no illegal welds on them. Shock absorber, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and it's not leaking. It's working properly. U-bolts, one right here, one in the back, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and they're not missing. Axle, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no illegal welds. Tie rod, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, and also has no illegal welds. Move on to the slack adjuster and push rod. Slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, with the safety pin in place, and has no more than 1 inch of play when the brakes are released. Brake chamber, properly mounted, secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, it's not leaking. Brake chamber hoses are properly attached to it, not cracked, cut, freighted, and not leaking. We'll move into inspect the inside of the wheel. Inside of the wheel, want to make sure that it's not cracked, has no holes, no illegal welds. We'll move on to the brake drum on top, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no signs of oil or grease. A brake pad in the middle, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, at least 1/4 inch of thickness, no signs of oil or grease. Brake lining on top, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, or broken, no signs of oil or grease. Side of my tires have no cuts, no bubbles, no curve hits. Surface is all evenly worn. Same size tires running across. Minimum should be 4/32 of thread up front. Outside of the wheel, want to make sure there's no cracks, no holes, no illegal welds. All my lug nuts are properly mounted, secure, not cracked, not broken, not missing. No signs of rust, trail, or metal shaving, indicating that my lug nuts are not loose. Wheel hoods properly mounted and secure, filled to proper level, not missing any of the bolts, not leaking in between the seal. And then my valve stem, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not broken, not leaking, not touching the wheel. Minimum should be 100 psi on all tires. Okay, so that's A, and the coupling system. The coupling system will do that last. Alright, because the coupling